Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. Here's what the media is not telling you about the new Israel-Hamas peace deal. On Sunday, January 19th, the new ceasefire will hopefully go into effect. The media is euphoric. A hostage deal, they say, has been reached between Israel and Hamas after 467 days of fighting and 459 days of negotiating. Peace is on the way. But Hamas disagrees. It says in a statement that the deal marks a crucial turning point in its struggle against the enemy. In other words, the ceasefire deal is a weapon of war, and the war will go on. What in the world does a peace deal that's a weapon of war mean? More on that in a minute. But first, CNN says that the deal concluded Wednesday, June 15th in Qatar is an agreement to set the hostages free. It is not. It is a deal to set 33 of the 98 hostages free. In other words, it is a deal to leave 65 hostages in captivity. What's more, it is a deal with vastly unequal terms. The agreement says that for every hostage that Hamas releases, the Israelis will release 30. Yes, you heard that right. Israel will undergo the pain and the danger of releasing 2,000 Palestinian terrorists in exchange for 33 Israelis. That's outrageous. Topping that, on the first day, a mere 3 Israeli hostages will be released. 3! The following week, another 4. This deal would leave the remaining 22 hostages who are still alive today to be abused or raped in Hamas homes and in the dungeons of Hamas 500 miles of military tunnels. Negotiations to release these still imprisoned 22 hostages and to hand over the bodies of the 36 hostages who have died do not begin until day 16 of the deal. Now back to a ceasefire as a weapon of war. Iran's Press TV headlined a quote proclaiming that Gaza has won. The Iranian news outlet was quoting a Palestinian woman who wrote on social media platform X that Gaza has won, Palestine has won, resistance has won. It's important to note that resistance means perpetrating a genocide. It means wiping out the state of Israel, exterminating its Jews, then hunting down Jews all over the world for extermination. But why would a ceasefire be interpreted as a military victory? To understand that, you have to understand a basic concept in Islam, the hudna. And to understand the hudna, you have to understand Muhammad's view of the world. Muhammad was not a prophet of peace. He called himself the prophet of war and the prophet of conquest. He commanded 65 military campaigns and personally led 27 of them. He is credited by Muslim sources for conquering an unbelievable 317 miles of territory a day. Muhammad dictated perpetual war against unbelievers like you and me. His goal was to put Islam in power over every nation in the world. Allah had visited him, Muhammad said, and told him that all that is to the east shall be yours, and all that is to the west. To achieve this global conquest, Muhammad preached the obligation of every Muslim man at some point in his life to join the holy war, jihad, to kill and be killed, as Muhammad put it, for a jihad that will end only when all the world is Muslim. But that's not all. Muhammad preached another concept, the concept of a hudna. A hudna is a ceasefire. Its purpose is to let the makers of holy war, the jihadists, regroup, resupply, and rearm. Then, according to Hamas and to some Islamic scholars, Mohammed said these holy war makers must attack, but not until they are certain they have bulked up their strength enough to win. It's been reported that Hamas is bulking up, and that Hamas has brought in as many as 7,000 new recruits. Oh, and one more little detail. The Muslim fighters are allowed to break the hudna and to attack whenever they want, just as Hamas broke a May 2021 ceasefire to rape, torture, and kill 1,200 Israelis on October 7th, 2023. So in the eyes of Hamas, the new ceasefire is not a step toward peace. It is a step toward the next phase of the war. A war whose ultimate target is the great Satan, the United States, or as the founder of the Iranian Islamic Revolution, the voice of Hamas' sponsor, Iran, put it. Muslims have no alternative to an armed holy war against profane governments. Holy war means the conquest of all non-Muslim territories. It will be the duty of every able-bodied adult male to volunteer for this war of conquest, the final aim of which is to put Quranic law in power from one end of the earth to the other. All other wars of conquest, he said, are unjust and tyrannical and disregard the moral and civilizing principles of Islam. This is Howard Bloom speaking to you from the future that you and I have to make. Or, want to know why? Ask how. And now to figure out how to turn off this webcam video machine. Wait, it should be there. Okay, I think I've done it.